Bucket Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a good one in store. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And off we go from Buffalo. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Taking off. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
19 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. past the marker. It is first and goal.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles.
Touchdown Eagles.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Bills nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Whoa! Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. In motion, Shakir. To the air on 2nd down, here's Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down into the play, backed by the quarterback. Let's see.
Automatic 1st down.
Allen gonna give it to Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Quinyon Mitchell.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Eagles offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
A gain of 17
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
Bills nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bills offense ready for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first and 10, it's Allen. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. Allen now on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
It's a gain of
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's Cook. Oh, making guys miss. And he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Eagles 14, Bills 7.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Crazy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra. Who's brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This returnable for Hardman. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now off the bootleg. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game.
And now Sean McDermott will throw the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 3. Hurts to throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Hurts finding Smith.
Eagles, first down.
previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So the challenge, unsuccessful, and they are out of challenges now for the remainder of the game. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll motion a tight end right. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
9. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Man in motion is Brown. Hurts to the air on 1st down. He's going to keep it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Look wide, get this one complete, and the tackle is made at about the 6. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Heels, and he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead.
Bills 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. Gun, here's Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here is Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this 2nd half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's a handoff to Cook. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Now a design run. It's Allen. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Allen working from the pistol. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 more yards. Complete to 0, Keon Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
2nd
at the
and inches.
16-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3
Well, here's
yards.
where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, But can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Bills 14.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts. Forced out left. He'll try to run for it. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Now here's a keeper on his own reach. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts now. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's good.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. Hurts working in the pistol.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Allen now on 2nd down. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back, or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this third down.
In motion goes Cooks. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Buffalo.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's second down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. This one caught inside by Knox. And he'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on third down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now it's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
That's to the left side, taken in by Smith. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They come up for 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man, right side. He's got it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
To throw again, it's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target.
It's now 2nd
It's 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
3rd and a yard. Allen. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's deep on the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.